Hello, and welcome to Top Tech News Today. Here's your daily dose of latest tech news from around the world. Before we start, please consider subscribing to our channel and press bell icon to get updates about our latest videos and daily tech news. Please also consider sharing this video. Now, these are the top tech news today. The US FDA plans to deploy AI tools to all centers by June 30th, 2025 to speed up scientific reviews, after completing a pilot and naming its first AI chief. Meta unveils AssetGen 2.0, an AI system that generates higher quality 3D assets compared to AssetGen 1.0, rolling out to Horizon creators later in 2025. Google agrees to pay Texas $1.4 billion to settle two lawsuits claiming it tracks Texans' personal location and maintains their facial recognition data without consent. President Claudia Sheinbaum says Mexico is suing Google for ignoring requests not to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America on Google Maps in the U.S. Brian Armstrong says Coinbase considered allocating 80% of its balance sheet into Bitcoin, but decided against the scheme as it was too risky. Snowflake challenger ClickHouse is in talks to raise hundreds of millions led by Khosla Ventures at a $6 billion valuation, triple its valuation from 2021. Whoop sparks a backlash after asking its subscribers to pay to upgrade to 5.0. Despite earlier promises of free hardware upgrades after 6 months of membership. Tech companies warn they may pull back from U.S. investment pledges if Congress doesn't fully reinstate the R&D tax deduction pared back in Trump's 2017 tax bill. Google agrees to pay $50 million to settle a lawsuit accusing it of systemic racial bias against Black employees, covering 4,000-plus employees in California and New York. The U.S. Treasury asked Benchmark whether its Manus AI funding is covered by restrictions on investments in tech destined for countries of concern. Rippling raised a $450 million Series G at a $16.8 billion valuation, up from $13.4 billion during its $200 million Series F in 2024. It is also conducting a $200 million tender offer. Coinbase Derivatives, the company's CFTC-regulated derivatives arm, launches 24/7 Bitcoin and Ethereum futures, trading for retail and institutional users. Whoop launches Whoop 5.0, its latest screenless wearable, including a medical-grade version with HealthSpan, showing users how they are aging physiologically. A U.S. judge sentenced an Arizona man to the maximum 10.5 years in prison after his deceased victim gave the court an impact statement via an AI-generated video. CoreWeave plans to raise approximately $1.5 billion through a high-yield bond offering, aiming to refinance part of its massive liabilities just weeks after its muted IPO. App Figures estimates Apple made $10.1 billion in revenue from U.S. App Store commissions in 2024, up from $4.8 billion in 2020, $6.7 billion in 2021, $7.4 billion in 2022, and $8.8 billion in 2023. Panasonic says it will cut 10,000 jobs, or 4% plus of its staff, 5,000 in Japan and 5,000 overseas, and expects approximately $895 million in restructuring charges this fiscal year. Huawei teases its first laptop running Harmony OS 5 after its Windows license for PCs expired in March 2025 and plans a full reveal on May 19th. That was all for today. Thanks for watching, and we shall be back tomorrow.